So it's been a little bit since I videoed anything, just kind of check up on myself, have this for later on or whatnot. But overall, things have been going good. Yesterday was a week from my last physical day at my job. Just been working on me, just taking care of stuff, seeing people, getting out. All in all, things have been good. Been reading and staying on top of stuff. Still eating healthy. Nothing bad in my system. All in all, mood and everything's been good. The only thing that's been weighing on me lately, and it's, anytime I get a negative thought in my head, I try and block it out. Immediately, not necessarily block it, but when something comes up, I try and, flip it around. Like, hey, don't think like that. Try and reinstill a positive voice in my head. For the most part, it's worked good, but I said this one thing's just been lingering. I'm okay with walking away from, the negative aspects of my life, toxic coworkers, just things that kind of held me down and, kept dragging me back to the same mental state that kept me from growing. Just that, I don't know how to describe it, just that constant little thorn in my side that never fully went away, that always kind of, it pop up and, just bring me down a little bit. So with most of that, in a short period of time, I've made leaps and bounds and stuff like that. I've been able to overcome a lot of it pretty easily and push myself harder as far as physically, mentally, so all in all, that's been really good. But I've got a real big fear of being forgotten by a certain someone. I don't want to mention names. I don't want to drag any, negativity into this or put unnecessary pressure on anyone in case this person does watch this. But, it's just, I've thought I've loved before and thought that I found special things in people, and I did. I, loved certain people in different ways and whatnot, but I don't think I've ever wholeheartedly and on such a spiritual level cared about somebody as much as I do this person. And, she's doing amazing things. She's doing great for herself. She's an amazing mother. Just an amazing person in general. I'm blessed to even have known her just on a friendly level. But just the way that, her and, her kids and her family and everything's impacted my life is just, it was easily the warmest welcome I've ever had in my life, and the most sincere form of love that I've ever known. And it, love to me, I'm sure, is different to other people. And every day that I'm getting through, new challenges, new accomplishments, I redefine a lot of things. I see things differently. I feel about things differently. A lot of times things fade, feelings fade, emotions, all that stuff. Not this one. It's something really special. It very near and dear to my heart. I don't think I'll ever be able to replace that. And honestly, I don't want to. I found what I would consider perfect, and just amazing. That would be so hard to replicate, and I wouldn't want to put myself through the struggle or anybody else through the struggle of me trying to find that again with somebody else. Just an amazing person. brought so much happiness and good out of me. And like I just wanted to be a good person around her and her kids. Just wanted to be better. And she's still a huge inspiration. She's incredible. And she's going to do amazing things. She already does every day, But she's got so much potential and so much growth in her. Just truly incredible things, gifts from God that, just so special. I know she's going to do great. I just don't want to be forgotten about. Maybe I'm just vulnerable right now because this is all still so new. But there is always going to be a big, big spot in my heart for her and her kids and her family. I have no intentions of replacing it. Somebody else. It is what it is, Big lesson in life that I'm learning, and unfortunately you lose opportunities and you lose people and relationships and connections. And I know that, but it doesn't make anything any easier. I still I don't know. Just amazing what kind of an impact she was able to have on my life and how uplifting everything was. As long as she's doing good, that makes me happy. As long as she's getting things out of life that she wants and she deserves, then I can. Of course, I'm not going to be upset, even though I'm not right there next to her, celebrating with her. And I'll always cheer her on. I'll always be her biggest fan, biggest supporter in my own way. I know I have to let her do her thing and let her grow and, keep working on herself and being there for her kids and her family and all that. It's just, like I said, for the life of me, I can't kick the thought that someday she's going to forget about me. It worries me. Obviously, I would love for her to be able to forget the bad things about me. I don't want to be defined by a few moments of weakness and pain and just not being healed and complacency. Everything will get better. I know that. It's all one day at a time. It's been lingering. And I know it'll get better. And she's going to continue to do her thing. And no, I wouldn't want to hinder that. I wouldn't want to be selfish enough to get myself involved back in her life for my own reasons if it's going to hurt her or stop progress or distract her. I just really miss her.